So I just approached Moose. I said, "Hey, heard you guys are looking for a fabricator. You know, I'm your guy. You know." Didn't miss a beat. He said, "Oh, come on in here and check out the car." You know, and you know he let me step over the fence and get in the driver's seat and sit in the chicane. And they had this awesome stereo with the Diamond Audio stereo in it. I mean, it was the nicest thing I've ever heard in my whole life. And I can't believe I'm sitting in this car right now. You know,
that's cool.
You know, coolest experience for a young kid. I think I was 20 at the time. Obviously, I'm coming back to talk to Moose again, and this time I'm coming with some heat. So I had some sample welds in my pocket from Wyotech because I didn't have a TIG welder at home, so I kept all the little sample coupons that they made us do it at school to show that we could weld. And you know, I had these in my pockets. This is before metal detectors and before just like giving it my all. You know, I had this is right when digital cameras came out, so I still had all the actual pictures. I didn't have a digital camera yet.
Sure.
And I had this album full of pictures of my work. Just trying to give it my all. I don't care what you thought of me, whatever, you know. I must have made some sort of positive impression because he told Troy about me sometime that weekend, you know, "Hey, I met this kid, you know, you should look into it," whatever. Well, then weeks went by, and I followed up with a phone call, you know. "Hey, you know, you said you guys were hiring. I talked to Moose out at the show, you know. I'd like to come out for an interview," you know. And I feel like I had to do that maybe a couple of times. And then finally one day I got this call from Angie Trepanier, you know, "Hey, we'd like to have you out for an interview." I was like, yes. That's how it started. Started my, I guess, professional hot rod building career was around 2001, around 2002.